ladies, till you understand the mindset of a man, you are never gonna win in the game of love.
In this ensemble romantic comedy, Steve Harvey gives women insights on how men think and act.
Mom, what is this?
It's the new read from my book club. Family Feud, Steve Harvey? He doing something to the bus like that?
But when the men discover they're being played, they decide to fight back.
This is war, gentlemen. We used his words to get what we want.
In this battle of the sexes, both sides find love in Think Like a Man.
Salim?
So according to Steve Harvey, our love is not like your love.
Really?
Yes. And with that, Think Like a Man. Teresa, David, you've just seen it. Why don't you tell us about it?
So actually, Steve Harvey's book, Act Like a Lady, Think Like a Man, I had a little bit of problem going into this movie because I thought that it was going to be one big advertisement for the book. And after seeing the movie, I can say it isn't. It's a classic romantic comedy that covers the battle of the sexes. And really, it's not about plot. It's about character. And we follow the story of 4 different couples in this movie. Each of the women has gotten Steve Harvey's book, and it gives them insights into how men think and act.
They tried to follow the typical romantic comedy like plot line, which was meet cute, break up, and get back together. And in half of the stories, it worked, and then other times you could tell it was forced.
An interesting twist on the standard romantic comedy is that in this movie, the men all have what I like to call the Sex and the City moments. And that is that all the men get together and bond, whether they're playing basketball or they're out at the bar, and the women don't. And it's really a shame because they're all really wonderful actresses, great comedic timing from all of the women, and it's almost like they got cheated out of their comedic moments that they would have had that were given to the men in the Sex and the City moments.
We have Taraji P. Henson, who she is the woman who acts like a man.
She's the executive.
And she had a really good ending, I thought. Like, I remember thinking that her story really fit with the rom-com trope, and she got her comeuppance, but it made sense at the end when she changed her tune.
Why should I have to lower my standards to get a man? Who does that?
I'm sorry. Now what man?
I just want my equal.
Here we go. Let's do a little research here. Ah, this is you. Strong, independent, and lonely.
I think now is a really good time to discuss the acting. And of course, Kevin Hart somewhat steals the movie in what is an ensemble cast. He's this little crazy fireplug of a guy. He's soon to be a bitter divorcee. And while he doesn't really have much of a story arc, there is a big payoff at the end, which we can't give away, right, Teresa? But he was perfect as almost the chorus in this movie.
Jay, you're losing the game for me. Yo, you are killing us right now. I'm setting screens. You're not even using the screens.
You shot 1 for 27.
The shot I made was a game changer, Jay.
That's it, I'm done. New teams next week. I'm not being on his team anymore.
I'm not the one that's not coming off the picks.
Excuse me, y'all done here? We want to play some full court.
There was one couple that didn't mesh.
Turtle and Gabrielle Union together?
Yeah, I was about to say Turtle and Gabrielle Union.
That was
Did you believe them?
one couple that just did not work. And I don't know if it was a miscast of Jerry Ferrara or if it was Gabrielle Union, but just together they did not work. I mean, she's too strong and beautiful and smart that I'm like, you would have left a long time ago in a real life story.
Chris! Are you home?
Yes, where's the fire? What's going on?
Have you not noticed that we've been robbed?
I just tidied up a little bit. Relax.
Tidied up?
It's clear that Tim Story, the director, and Peter Elliott, who's the editor, closely collaborated to create a story that, as we mentioned earlier, was very tight and moved very briskly. It was a bubbly comedy. You never felt like it was episodic. And they did a great job because it's a funny movie and you believe the characters. And at the end, you have an emotional payoff. But I wonder what happens in a romantic comedy at the end. I wonder, Teresa. I wonder, Salim.
But I mean, really, with the pacing, like you said, it was done right. All the stories they tied together because of the concept of the book. So even though in the beginning it was really drilled in your head, it did keep the movie together.
All right, well, it sounds like a definite love fest. Why don't you take your tickets and give us your verdict?
As Steve Harvey would say, this movie is a keeper and not a sports fish. See it.
A funny script, a great ensemble cast, complemented by perfect comedic timing by the director and the editor, make this a really enjoyable romantic comedy. See it. Cheers. Think like a man, Teresa.
Act like a lady.